Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Justin Sparks, 124, Sunday, January the 14th, 2018. Here from Inside the Polygon, we'll talk real quick about what we got going on right now and what's going to happen next with our next accumulating snowfall. Right now, you have in front of you the visible satellite imagery showing snowpack and a little bit of clouds off to the west. As in addition to that, nothing currently on the radar here. Temperatures are right here inside the Polygon, 19 degrees, right about where we thought we'd peak out today. And then we will have a disturbance moving this evening that will bring us some snow. But you look right now, it's kind of actually neat with the visible satellite, the GOES 16, picking up the ultra detail, including the ring of ice around Lake Michigan, and then you can actually see some increased ice cover over there. So let's get to the nuts and bolts of what we're getting ready to deal with here. This is the current, basically all surface observations in the United States in the current high resolution front position. Our disturbance today that's going to bring us trouble is actually sitting way up here, kind of straddling the United States and Canada border up to the north. And that's actually going to travel off this way to us. So when we look at the comparison between what is actual real forecasting and what is model work, this is how you kind of compare the two and see what is actually real with observations and what you actually think is going to come in. Why this is probably a pretty solid and valid forecast is you can see all these wind barbs tracking in over the Gulf of Mexico with fairly warmer 45-degree temperatures over there. And you start to see these kind of narrow tightening things. This is a jet of moisture that is traveling up here to the north into much cooler air. If you look at those temperatures, 16, 14 over Iowa. And that's going to interact and provide the moisture associated with this low pressure system as it moves off this direction that's going to bring us the snow later this evening. Talking about how this is going to look and where it's going to play for us, this is basically a track of where we think, for timing purposes, as to how this is going to go. You'll see the low pressure system located right here. It's going to track off in this direction. You're actually going to see spiraling bands of snow come through this way. So we'll just kind of step this through. First snowfall moving into central Indiana. That's 03Z tomorrow, or basically 11 p.m. tonight. And snow will move across the area, and as that low pressure system traverses the area and moves off to the north and northeast, we'll see the prime area of snow, which is right here. Boom. No ice tonight, no freezing rain, just snow. And then we'll actually see a resurgent, or basically a rebound effect as this moves off, and we'll see some additional light snow through the overnight Monday, little enhanced lake effect bands up here in the northeast. What's that look like as far as totals go? Not terribly impressive. So you can actually see this mimics this pretty well. You'll see areas up here, they're going to pick up lake effect snow as it rotates across and then back this direction. But as far as overall snow totals go, we've looked at the averages and we look at things. You know, we hit a couple inches here and there in some spots, 2.5. The further up to the north you go, you'll see a little bit higher amounts. Validating fact checked on that, we'll go to the high resolution. This gives us an hour by hour look, and if we get an hour by hour look, that's going to be potentially better data, and that shows us again through 11 p.m. basically entry. So everything agrees, the surface models agree with that, and there's nothing to dispute what's going to occur this evening. This is the probability of snowfall for 1 hour in the previous 12 hours. This is a completely separate thing than anything we've looked at here, and this gives us kind of some percentages. So, you know, we get into 18Z, or which, you know, that's Zulu time, we subtract 3 from that. So, you know, we'll see basically 50, 100% chance, 75%. You see the 75, that's 100 right there. 75% here of at least 1 inch of snow. So I think it's a safe bet that we could see 1 to 3 inches here across central Indiana. If you get up north, along any of the area that could be affected by lake effect snowfall, you could see some higher totals. So drive safe in the morning. That's all we got. We'll update as necessary, and thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you.